the obligatory fast-forwarding through the opening sequence. There we go. So, as you can see, I did a bit of money grinding since last time, mostly to get all the equipment and such that I couldn't afford during the stream itself. Though there was one bit of equipment that I didn't actually see last time, and that is that Kryn something or other that Valsu has now, which is an improvement on his armor by a good 30. So yeah, that is very, very good. And I'm going the wrong way. So now that Valsu's armor is nowhere near as bad as it was before, I might not even have to focus on putting buffing his defense. Might not be as much of a priority as it used to be. So what do I want to do here? Light, of course. And I'm gonna go ahead and beef up Olvan's offense. Yeah, take... I don't care if you take Olvan's magic. I have the means of restoring it now. No, you die now. And I don't really need to beef things up against you because you only take 1 damage anyway. Yeah, I guess I would be a Rune Knight, technically. Oh, Kryn sword. Something tells me that's not an improvement. 67. $12. Heck no. So one thing about those swords, you notice that there's been at least a couple different swords that thing has dropped. There is one, I'm guessing it's a rare drop that he has, that those swords have, and it's unique in that it's that one particular weapon is the only weapon that Wilmay can use. I don't know offhand how much of an improvement it is, but it's there. There. You can go ahead and die now. If for no other reason, so that I can have you waste a turn. There we go. So I'm not even that concerned about some of these enemies now, and whoa, okay, Valsu levels up again. Nice. Still looking forward to when Valsu hits 42. And there's what I'm looking for. The final rune. It's just a matter of what happens afterwards. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and beef up Valsu's attack power too. Okay, so when he defends, well, he's still a lot weaker than Olvan, but at least he does appreciable damage. Okay, so we're going into a cave. And I have no idea where to go in this cave, so I'm just going to floor until I find an exit. Although I'm thinking I might have gone the wrong way already. What is this? And that's why I still do light first. Because Old Vaughn's still gonna be taking a decent amount of damage. And I really should be focusing on healing you now. Hello, Omega.
How's it going?
I'm doing alright. Though it's a shame you missed the pre-stream. I dedicated the whole thing to fighting as Cyrano because of what today is.
Okay, what is today again?
9/9.
Ah.
Basically, Cyrano Day.
Nice.
And of course, I ended up fighting Utsuho twice in a row. Because RNG loves me. Is there? No, there's nothing over there. So, are you actually seeing the stream as of yet? Because I...
Yes.
Okay. So, this cave I'm in is basically where I was trying to get to at the end of the last one. And yes, there is a rune in here.
Nice. The final rune.
Yes. And suddenly I don't really seem to care too much about buffing my defense. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because I'm able to one-shot him with when I'm buffed up. Okay. Here's a path that leads to nothing. So if I can just one-shot you... And, oh, dang. You still only did... You didn't really do that much damage, even to Valsu. Dang. I know I beefed up your defense because of an item that I was able to buy, but I didn't think it was quite that much. And of course, Olvan's just taking 1 damage. And you just one-shotted him just straight up. Nice. Maybe I have to go this way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm not seeing any treasure though, so that's one thing I don't have to concern myself with. Oh, and we got the spiders again. I forget how much damage these guys did. Actually, I think I should have Valsu heal himself, because he did take a little bit. Yeah. Oh, and he got double hit by MP Drain. I should probably rectify that a little bit. And by a little bit, I'm saying a lot. Yeah, petrify him. I don't care. You're dead. Okay, so this path was bust. And we got more of these spiders. At least these are enemies that I've seen before.
Got him.
Go ahead and heal Olvan a little bit, top him off. Palsu, I don't recognize that name, so I'm going to assume no. I'll just go ahead and try and kill you. There we go. I could check the... I can't even check the wind rune because it's not even gonna let me use it in here. Purify you. Yeah. Okay. There is that path going up from there. I don't think I've tried yet.
Incoming.
I forgot to bring that up. Okay. So that's 255. Okay.
Yes.
And I thank you for your contribution.
You're welcome.
Volsu needs to heal himself. Hey! Oh, yeah, that's gonna hurt. Did I beef up your power? No, I did not. Oh dear. That's... Oh dear, I'm losing track of things now, and this is not good. Please revive.
Shh.
Darn it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you.
It happens. It happens. I'm gonna try and revive you again. Hope that it works. Yes! Okay. I'm good. I'm better now. You need to beef up your magic defense. Like, right now. And Olvan gets to go again? What? That is unusual. But I'm going to take advantage of that and heal up Volsu because he needs it. Oh yeah, and they both dodged that one. Good. I'll go ahead and beef up your magic defense too. Just so we don't run afoul of this sort of thing as much. Now beef up your attack power. And then we just go to town, hopefully. Definitely need to get Volsu's magic back up to speed. His MP, rather. And, oh dear, this is not good. Olvan's down again. Go ahead and beef up your defense, because you're gonna have to tank a little bit of stuff here. Hopefully you can survive these barrages long enough. Okay, you just took 4 damage from that. We're fine. We are fine. Though I am going to heal him up some. I guess this is a benefit of Volsu. Since I actually got his good defense on him, when he's buffed up, he can tank things like a champ. But when he's getting hit by everybody all at once, that kinda sucks. Oh, yay. Now is the time when I try to bring Ulvan back. I still only have Revive 1. Yes, yes.
And Revive 2 is coming shortly, right?
I don't recall offhand. But at least it worked. So your buffs are still there? No, they're not. Which means I need to buff up your magic defense again. I healed the wrong person. Dang it. I hate it when I do that. So, okay. So now you beef up your attack power so I can at least hopefully knock out one of these guys. Now heal the correct person this time. Thank you. Let's see. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and beef up your physical defense too. Because why not? Can you hit someone, please? I realize your agility's not the best, but can you hit someone? Thank you! Water room. Heal you up some, and then I'll bring your... Use the Sky Rune to get your magic back. Actually, just the use of the water root's not enough at the moment. Oh, well, this was certainly a lovely fight to have.
Mm-hmm.
But I survived.
Mm-hmm.
Darn it, I survived. And I didn't have to use any of my... I was able to revive using magic the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, dragon. Right. Okay, so Ulvan's fine for health now. I'll go ahead
And Wolfu?
Go. Now you're both healed up. And hello, Mr. Dragon. Time to... well, I know the last dragon I fought wasn't really that hard, but I'm pretty sure I was over-leveled and over-geared for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and go all out on defense first.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be on the safe side. And now I'm gonna up Olvan's attack, and now he's getting petrified. That's fine. As long as you can't one-shot him. I don't mind that too much. You know what? Since I don't have anything else to do, I'll beef up Valsu's attack power too. Oh geez, that did 64 damage? And that was with being buffed up. Goodness. So... Oh! Okay. So physical attacks did all of 1 damage.
Wow!
That is going to suck, but let's see how much Fire 2 does. That evaded it. I think I had already buffed up your magic, yeah. Oh boy. Looks like Olvan's going to be the main damage dealer, but in a different way, because Valsu only has one magic, bit of attack magic, and it's not really going to do much here, but... Olvan, even with your magic, can you hit, please? Please do appreciable damage. Oh, this is gonna suck. And you can drain you can do life drain too. Great. Oh boy. I think that... Oh jeez. Will you stop doing that, please? I really don't like it when you do that. Oh, and of course you can use MP Drain. Oh dear. Let's see. Agility on Olvan. Might as well. I might have to do that. Though first things first. Oh, since Olvan's gonna be using that fire move until the end of time, might as well just make the most of that. And then once I can spend a turn or two, then I'll see what kind of attack items I have. And then... Valsu gets petrified. Of course it does. At least, slowly but surely... you know what? I need to heal Valsu. I need to heal Olvan as well.
Yeah, keep up the... Yeah, trust me, healing is what really you should be taking priority all times.
Well, let's be ice. Let's see what that does. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Of course, what really sucks is when he's dodging what I'm trying to do to him.
Yeah.
what other thing? I forgot to be fire. Well, that did some good damage, at least.
51. That's packing a punch.
Yeah, and technically that was fire 1, too. Fortunately, I don't think I have one that's stronger than that. And I think it was only that good because it was Valsu using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably does resist ice, which does not make this any better. Alright, my one other bee fire. Okay. That's pretty much all I got for damage dealing items. Now, it's just a matter of hoping I can just outpace his healing. And of course, he can always just take my MP as well. The destroy item, that's shield destroy. That would just negate magic defense, which this dragon hasn't been using, so that's not really going to help me here. And okay, one more hit, and that'll finish you off. And that was green fire for some reason. I don't get that, but hey, I leveled up.
Nice.
Well, that was fun, and I certainly had entirely the wrong duo to have that fight for.
Well, look at the bright side. Tonight's dinner is cooked dragon.
Yep. So what was that place that you were mentioning? Palsu. Well, there's Polasu. I don't know if that's what you were referring to. So I'm assuming that you're referring to somewhere else. Somewhere that I have not been yet. And I'll have to be on the lookout for that place.
Oh, the dragon gone. You can just roll around freely.
Yeah, though. I am going to go ahead and heal and save. And more importantly, buy some gems. Let's see. I still don't remember which places sell... Oh. Well, that was a lovely place to go to. I don't remember which places sell which gems. As long as I can get 3 sapphires for this, then I'll be fine. Sapphire... Nope. You max out at topazes.
So it's probably going to be the next city.
It varies. Oop. There we go. Maybe it was in bone? Although I don't even remember where the dang item shop is in here. Never mind. I know, lane has diamonds, but... Yeah, I don't think that one has sapphires, per se. I'm putting too much effort in trying to do this, and this one sells just maxes out at rubies. Fine. A doll, maybe? Nope, that one's just rubies too. Let's see, I think it was over here. Oh wait, this one doesn't actually sell gems at all. Pandam maybe? As I am putting way too much time and effort into doing this, but... There we go! Sapphires.
Nice. Well, finally found them.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and head back to Lamille, where I presume the cheapest inn is, or at least one of them. Since I didn't see a spot to save, and going into the castle had enemies in it. But it also counted as a warp spot, which is the only reason why I'm doing this in the first place. Except it wasn't. Dang it. Oh, I feel dumb now.
Why do you say that?
Because I thought where I had been after the cave, I thought that was a warp spot, but it wasn't. So I have to go through the cave all over again, but at least now I don't have to fight the dragon, and I know what direction to go to get through it.
And not to mention you don't fight any enemies.
I don't know why I wouldn't.
I thought after you fought the dragon, it got rid of the map. Hence meaning...
There was a set of stairs, and that was an area that didn't have any enemies.
Okay.
I was able to evade the enemies for a good bit. You defend first. And then just do a heck of a lot of damage. And you can just die. And not be revived a second time. So thankfully the way to get through the cave is actually pretty quick. Right. Oh, this is going to be a lovely fight. I know that you're, J-Try, I know you're talking about that one cave, but at the moment, I'm not really that concerned about it. I'm actually gonna leave you at 1 health. Or not.
Ooh.
And... what?
A young boy again? What's he talking about?
Well, each of the seven people that you can play as has their own motivations for wanting to go through this whole ordeal in the first place. And I guess maybe that's Olvan's. I'm not really too aware of that whole deal.
Okay.
Okay, this is getting... You just die. Yeah, increase your defense. I don't really care. It's not gonna matter much.
Well, at least the reviver's gone.
Yeah.
Question: do you get more experience as they revive their foes, or no?
No.
Okay. That would be a good idea to farm. You just let them revive, go again. Go again.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
Well.
Okay, so go and outrun all the enemies and just get back through here. It's a shame that this didn't qualify as a warp point because, yeah, that just set me back a little bit. Alright, so what kind of lovely things do I have to look forward to here? Okay, so now we got a purple knight. As long as you're not attacking Olvan, not attacking Valsu, rather, that's... Dang. I don't remember what this place was called. If this place was a warp point, I would be able to tell you, but... unfortunately, no. It was probably mentioned at some point, I just don't remember what it was. V-Knights. Probably stands for Violet, would make sense to me.
Okay,
that's a dead end.
V-Knight.
And we got some stairs. And, oh, okay. I was about to say this was a dead end, but no, it's not.
I'm surprised it wasn't. The first letter wasn't an F for finite.
Ha ha ha. Oh, geez, I'm in another cave. And this place does have treasure.
Ooh.
Though I'm starting to worry about whether there was something in the castle that I was supposed to find first. Oh, yay, of course.
Okay, is it me? Or is the enemy on the right, our right, look somewhat like a turd?
It's more of a spirit thing. We saw one of these near the beginning, but it was gray.
I know.
That's not the first thing that popped into my head, though.
I know. Oh, hello! It changed form!
Yeah, the original one did too. I probably should have.
Now this one looks kind of scary.
Ow. Okay, so at least that one's dead, and oh great. I am not messing around. Healing you up fully. What do I have you buffed on? None of the above. Okay. Gonna buff you up, then I'm gonna try it. Then I'm gonna revive Olvan. It'll be nice whenever I get revived too. I just don't remember when that happens. And of course, it'll probably cost a lot of MP. Now I buff up his magic. Have also heal himself. I should probably... Yeah, now since I have the opportunity, I'm gonna go ahead and get some of his MP back as well. There we go. Valsu's weapon is the nature staff, I guess that would be called. And what? Oh god, it's a trick. Still the same type that I had fought before, so this shouldn't be that bad. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this guy's nothing. Not anymore. I'll just have Valsu himself up. So, I hope I get a decent gem, but something better than a topaz. A sapphire! Good! Okay. I was able to one-shot you. That is good. That is good. Oh boy, I have no idea where the heck I am right now. First things first, Valsu, heal thyself. Because I know you're about to get hit. Or maybe not. Instead, Olvan got hit. Fine. on some more. Ow, even defending you took 54 from that. Eek. Is there... Where is there somewhere that's a path to where I need to go? 'Cause I don't know. Yeah, drain Olvan's MP. It ain't gonna help you none. Because he doesn't have any. There we go. As long as that's all I'm facing, then this place won't be bad. Okay, and that was just a loop. Oh, wait, hold on. I need the magic defense, because I now remember what you do. Okay, that's fine. I can handle that. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, I need to heal you now. Not even gonna mess around, just gonna heal you for full. Yep. Buff up your defense, because I have a feeling you're about to get hit. Or, okay. Never mind. All fine. You cannot hit the broadside of a barn.
It's like he needs to go back to the training range again.
Someone else has just arrived, at least in chat. Because I've started having the actual list of people who are here. And, aha, I see stairs. Now, you see, the fact is that he's just slower than all the enemies. That's the main issue here. I wasn't going to say who it is, but it was Vermilia that came in. Yeah, we'll see how things go. I honestly don't know really how much is left, so we'll find out if finishing the game today is a feasible thing. I know that just getting the last rune, there is more to that. There's more stuff afterwards. And that was with also being buffed up on defense. Dang. Can you die, please? No, apparently you can't. Oh, jeez, you were that... Dang you. Also, I need you to heal yourself right now.
Ooh.
Oh, dear. Oh, of course, that only did 1 damage. You know what? If it's gonna come down to it, I'll have Volsu buff up his offense too. Even if I don't actually use him to attack, at least I'll have the options, and I don't really have much else to buff for you. Oh my goodness. I think these guys are just being irritating for the heck of it at this point. Alright. Go ahead and buff your agility. For all the good it'll do. Because it only buffs it up by 30. Eek. There! Was that so hard?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently it was. Oh boy. Go ahead and get you some more MP. And there, down you go. Okay, and now we're just going down and down and down. Why do I not like the prospect of this? Oh, I really don't like the prospect of this. Especially if you're giving me a harp. And PC, that's protection, I believe. So I want to say that's defense, but I'm going to give it to Olvan. Oh, that was power! Okay. Fort Sword. Well, I think that was the weapon that you were speaking of, and I don't think these guys actually do magic attacks. Well, they do that, but... Well... Yeah, you say equipped to Volsu. It's not like I got much of a chance to do that. I kind of got attacked the moment after I got it, the darn thing. Yeah. There, that's you dead. So, I'm just curious, J-Trot, do you plan on... How long do you plan on just basically explaining the game... explaining everything that I haven't found yet? Because I realize that there's things I haven't found. There's stuff that I'm probably not going to find. Because this is my first time I ever got this far. How much? That was 38. I don't remember how strong his other what he had was. 30. That was an improvement of 8. Not bad. Not bad, but while it was nice getting all these items, I'm more concerned about the fact that this was just one big dead end. Because that means that there's some
other path that goes deeper into the depths of hell?
Yeah. That's certainly what this is. Because, yeah, this is looking like that's pretty much all there is down here. Because I think I've explored this whole region down here. I can just bump it right back up. Oh, really? You came that close to dying? There. So, what else is in this oh so lovely place? Besides all these enemies that are out to kill me. Yeah, I really don't, you don't really need to go into that much detail. Because if I really wanted to know all that stuff, I probably would have looked it up myself. Yes, I did equip the Sword of Valsu. After checking just how much of a power difference it was. It's almost like I've never played an RPG before. Okay. So, that was that. What else is there to find in this? Better question, how often am I going to be repeating myself? Light Rune first.
You talk as though it matters that you repeat yourself. You just keep repeating yourself as much as you need to.
Thing is, if I wasn't streaming this, if I wasn't talking to you guys, I probably wouldn't be talking at all. Because that's kind of how I do things.
Right.
Outside of various reactionary comments. Thing is, it feels like maybe I should try to take out the knight first. Because it's clear that the shade thing, whatever it is, doesn't really, outside of HP and MP drain, doesn't really do much for attacks. And I really need to beef up Valsu's physical defense. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. If that thing had revive, it probably would have used it on that fight where there were two of them. Oh. That's what but he can heal. Which, frankly, is probably a good enough reason to want to take that thing out first anyway, so... But... it's a matter of actually succeeding in such things. Thankfully, I'm outpacing the damage here. Heal Olvan some more. And a bit of... when I did a bit of digging, mostly out of concern about the if and when not so much the chances of betrayals, but when they would happen. Apparently, it could have happened when I had collected each of the various runes so far. If I read things correctly. So, I feel like somewhat fortunate that Volsu has decided to stick around, but there is one more rune that I have to get. So I'm worried that he's gonna take that opportunity to try and stab me in the back. But the thing is, yeah, the bed is comfortable. Why can't I use it? I want to use the bed. That room has nothing. Yeah, I thought someone was gonna catch me right at the door.
They will not allow you to fall asleep in the bed. That's not the inn.
Well, there are also enemies about. If I went to sleep, they would just slaughter me.
That's where you and your Volsu take turns keeping watch, make sure no one dies.
Alright, so full buff on the defensive front at least. Now I can focus on the healing. Perhaps a bit stronger healing is required here. I'm not sure how much use I'd get out of it, but I'll go ahead and buff Volsu's attack power. Because why not? And can you die? Yes, please. Thank you. Alright, so that's those two gone. And there's also the concern of both of these guys. I wonder. So there's nothing else here. Because both of the groups on the sides had nothing. Okay. Ah, but things keep going upwards. So what do we have here? Why, hello, Demon Man. Huh. Okay. This is the end of the line, it appears. One more to each. Are you Olvan? Congratulations! I'm surprised that you've made it this far. I would honor your display of courage, but I'm about to put an end to it. And there appears to be nothing, but that's what the moonlight's for.
Possible final battle?
No. I know that much.
Okay.
Ick. Lots of ick. Thankfully, I have a full heal. But I'm gonna go ahead and make sure he can do it again, if need be. Oh! The moonlight wears off.
Oh!
That sucks.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep count of how many rounds it's going.
That kind of varies. Don't count how many times we do things, count how many times he does things. That's probably a more accurate account for that.
Okay, he's only done one so far.
We're both buffed on... Okay, that's what I think. Oh, right. Buffing your agility, so you have an actual chance at hitting. I feel like maybe seeing if I can stack that. Because it... Oh, crap. I don't know what that just did. I really don't know what that just did.
That's 3!
It didn't appear to do much of anything. I have a feeling that might have been vacuum 2. Which is an insta-kill. Hello, furry boy.
How y'all doing?
I'm doing alright.
Hello. That's good.
If that is what
see my new name?
If it turns out that is what I think it is, I know Protect will protect against an insta-kill. So, yeah, that needs to be a thing I'm doing.
So, how are y'all? I already asked that, I'm sorry.
I'm doing okay.
Got any friends in Florida?
No.
Because I got one person I'm thinking of that's on Zelda Classic that he lives in Florida. It was,
they're in for a world of hurt. I know that much.
Yeah, I think his name's Epi.
Oh, Epi. Okay.
Yeah, he lives somewhere in Florida. But anyway, have you seen my new username?
For Discord, yes, and it's making me wonder if there's a meme that's going around that I'm not aware of.
No, there's no meme. I'm just doing that to be funny.
Fair enough. And now he disappeared again.
I'll change it back. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't mind
what-
me. I'm just... Goodness knows I'm not really too into what the current memes are, so there might have been something going on that I'm not aware of. If you think you're offending me, don't really concern yourself with that sort of thing.
Well, I wouldn't say offended was what I was going for. I'm going for more slightly annoying.
Yeah.
Slightly being the key word.
Oh, and he disappeared again. That didn't take long.
So what game are you playing? It sounds like you're playing Pokemon.
7th Saga.
Oh, still?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was just looking at your Let's Play schedule, and I saw Pokemon somewhere on there.
I think it was Pokemon Randomizer, and I think there's a question mark next to that too. And that's not really a schedule. It's just throwing ideas around.
Yeah, I also saw Isle of Rebirth on there.
Yeah.
As a question.
Yeah.
By the way, I was at PetSmart earlier a few minutes ago. I got to handle a ball python.
Wow.
I mean, he was friendly and all. He didn't offer to bite or crawl away. He just liked wrapping around my hand.
Well, yeah, but that's... When you're not used to handling stuff like that, it can be a little unnerving.
Yeah, but there was a PetSmart person with me.
Well, I would assume so.
And let me tell you, that snake was beautiful. I mean, it was one of those weird skinned ball pythons that looks like it has leopard spots.
He disappeared again.
But it was really nice. Just got through eating dinner at the Chinese buffet.
Heal yourself.
One that's actually good.
I'm starting to think this guy's run out of MP because he's been just using physical attacks for a while now. And down you go. Oh, Gariso. So that was Gariso? Okay. Olvan has the wizard rune. Rune number 7. Yay, final one.
Oh, and Melee?
You've returned all the runes to me. Well done. All of the runes are broken into pieces. Well,
Let me tell you something, Melee. Listen, thank you for putting up with me. I know I've been hard to deal with on another Discord server, but you know, it's just nice to be calm around your chat because I at least know what to expect.
Oh, you, after all.
In the way of rules.
You were in all the prologue stuff when you were talking to all of us. So you're the one that... Oh, the meal has been dead for 5 years. I took care of him when I arrived here. I came from the past through a time tunnel. My real name is Gorcia. Thanks to your efforts, I've regained my power. Now I will avenge my exile and imprisonment. And for that, I do not need you. I banish you into the darkness. That's not good.
Alright, I'm gonna go on, Melee. Thanks for having me.
Prepare to die. Oh my, this is... Wasn't expecting that. He has been unconscious for 7 days. Don't worry, the wounds are healing. Are you awake? I was worried because you were unconscious for 7 days straight. I don't know exactly what happened, but you were injured and unconscious when we found you. Well, we're both here.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't have any of the runes anymore. Well, it specifically said that they were broken into pieces. But now...
Yeah, you unleashed something. Some kind of monster.
More like we were duped.
Ooh.
Because that guy was the guy that approached all 7 of us. And approached us for this whole endeavor.
Oh, wow.
It's a terrible time because the two worlds, light and dark, are fighting. There is nothing we can do about it. Monsters will have to return to the dark world now that Gorsia is gone. If Gorsia is gone, then where are we? If you go south, you'll find a large town called Pasanda. It will take a while to get there. Okay. So all the runes that I hear that sorrow defeated Gorsia. So peace and prosperity will return to us. Okay.
Sorrow.
I don't know who Sorrow is either. It's been a while since the two worlds have collided. The name of this town? It's Farano. Where are you from? That's kind of hard to explain. Let's see. I'll at least save. Because, yeah, we're at full health right now, so there's no point in resting. I'm the one who found you. I couldn't believe it when I found you where the lightning struck. Aha. I'm curious to see what happens when I look at the map. Can I check it from here? No. I'll have to check it when I'm outside. I heard that Sorrow defeated Gorsia. Yeah. So we've heard, but Gorsia was the one that sent us here. Ah, I was wondering if there was a weapon shop. Turns out there is.
That's good.
Is there anything that
is worth it?
Hello, Doom Sword. Increase my attack power by 23. But there's also an axe here that's worth over 30k. Increase my attack power by 5. Okay. How much money do I have on hand? About 21,000. How much am I actually gonna have to spend for this Doom Sword? 22,750. That's not too far off. But let's see what we've got for armor. Thing is, what worries me is I know there's going to be stronger axes out there, so I worry about buying something and have it be obsolete so quickly. But better defense is something that I'm more willing to spend on right about now. Oh, right, I got a couple of these. I got 2 weapons to sell. One of them, I got one as a random drop. Right. Oh, hello. 10 grand for that staff. Right off the top. Good. And sell that for another 400. Let's see, how much? This will increase your defense by 4. For Volsu, yeah, I'll take whatever defense I can get. But I still have to sell a ruby for that, for a sapphire for that. It feels weird that the wizard armor costs more than the fighter armor. So how much would I have to spend for the scale again? I forget. I think it was, what, 10.9? Yeah, it was 10.9. So I don't have enough money for that now, because I just spent a sapphire, sold a sapphire. Yeah, I think I'm at about 9,700 right now. So what kind of stuff do you sell here in the item shop? Well, have up to sapphires. That's good to know. I'll just go ahead and save again. And they said that there was a town to the south. So let's... I guess that's as good a place to go as any. I am not on the map. Okay. So what kind of nasty things are out here? Well, we've got new battle music.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. And he just ran away. Okay. So, the question of the day is, where the heck are we? Well, these guys... Right! I don't have the runes anymore. So I don't have all that free healing that I've been abusing.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Because that means now I have to do my own darn healing. Alright, so... Okay... yeah, I guess that would explain it. Although if I was playing as... Because... Thing is, having a second person in the group is not a requirement. So
But
I
it
had
makes things a hell of a lot easier.
Well, yes. But the thing is, if I just had the one person this whole time, that one person would be a heck of a lot higher leveled right now. But I guess the concern is, if I was playing as someone who didn't have healing magic, I would be in a bit more trouble than I'm in now. And enemies still drop opals. Fine. Oh, no. Oh! Now there's two of them. Of course you can heal. Oh boy, this is kinda sorta bad. Just how far, I know it said that, I'm just wondering exactly how far is it to the next town? Yeah, no free... Yeah, no. At this point, no free anything. Oh no. Oh no. I kinda want to run. Will you let me do this? No? Yes, okay. Oh my god, this is kinda sorta catastrophic. As long as I'm restricted to fights with just one, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm gonna have to. How much did that MP catcher spell cost again? I fear I might have already spent too much. Okay, it only costs 8. I'm probably gonna have to start using that now and hope that it works. Okay, I got some. So if I can milk some MP off of my enemies, then that should be fine. No, it didn't work that time. And you ran away. I don't mind it when enemies run away. It's just a matter of the issue of the damage that they dealt before they leave. Going all out here, because if I get hit here, I'm dead. No. Okay. At least I know crit one-shots these guys. There's still more. That's still keeping on, keeping on. I don't see any towns to this in my current view of things. Wrong one. I'm gonna try and do that again. Yeah! Nice. Okay, as long as I can reliably do that, I think we'll be fine. And another opal. Oh, okay, so that way that I was seeing, that was to the north. Alright, that doesn't really do me any good regardless. Oh, that's a new one. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Come on. Come on. Dang it. And we're dead.
What is that monster anyway?
I don't know. Oh, wow.
Not to mention, ow.
Yeah. Although I believe I still got a net. I want to say I got a net profit at the moment. Oh dear. It did say there was a place to the south, yeah, because that was quite a ways that I went. Just turned up dead. Let's see where. Thing is, I didn't even come close to finding the next town. Oh dear. Let's see, what did you have to say? Oh, right. Was there any other information that I could get? So yeah, the town is to the south. Oh dear. Nothing else to save all the XP that I got. So that's just shy of 1,000. Oh dear. Yeah, the thing is, I don't even have a map of this place, so I have no idea how close I even got to wherever. So I think maybe I should stick closer to town for the time being. This is... You say run. You're saying that as though that's that. You've seen the issues that I've had when trying to run. Okay, so that's one down. Now I just have to take you out before you revive your buddy. At least I know I get about 400 gold for each of these guys. Yeah, and he revived. This is a really bad situation. I think what makes this whole thing worse is wind rune or no wind rune, there's no way, it doesn't appear to be a way for me to go back to where I was.
So basically, once you hit that scene, cutscene, it was a point of no return.
It's starting to look that way. Myself. Might as well at least give this a try. Yep, got some. So that's... Okay. You did not revive that time. And now you're both dead. And Olvan levels up. Nice.
Grabs.
Okay. So with that 800, let's see. So 8,700. So that's about 10,004. Pretty sure I still... if I couldn't afford things before, I sure as heck can't now. How much did I have this? 'Cause this is a really good weapon. 22,750. That'll take a while. How much was for the armor again?
Back in a sec.
Actually, I think, was it? $87, 10,4, okay. Gonna go ahead and heal. And I think after 1 or 2 more fights, I should be able to afford that armor. And I think the armor... I don't know if they sell those in here. Nope, they don't sell them. So, and somehow I doubt the enemies here would drop them as items. Actually, sell the ruby. Sapphire. So yeah, I'll need to kill 2 more ghouls, and then I can afford that armor upgrade for Olvan. Which I have a feeling that will serve me better long-term than the attack will. Oh my. Hello. Well, aren't you a lovely sight? Olvan. It's called hitting the enemy. You were trained to hit things. Why can you not hit things? I might try a wind rune after this, but somehow I don't think it'll actually do anything. Hit something! And even when you do hit something, it does crap for damage. Okay. That works. There we go. Ah! It's called a Durgan. Right. You know, first things first, I'm buying this Duper armor. If I end up getting so much money after that I end up being able to get that Doom Sword, I'll probably get that too. But
What?
let's just go ahead and fast forward through all this mess. Oop. Yeah, of course you can't sell a map. Why would you want to sell a map that's to a place that you've never heard of?
Because reasons?
I believe that Mystic Shield is something that I've already got. Yes, it is something I already have. Yeah, when I think I saw the name for that enemy some time ago. It was like a Durgan. Yeah, I guess that's where that came from. Alright. So apparently I got a couple of I don't have any. You said I had wind balls. No, I don't have any of those. So, no, I can't even try out that theory.
Where would you even get wind balls anyway?
Some of the shops sold them. Some of the item shops. I know for a fact this one does not, because I had already checked it. So, yeah, so much for that plan. Like I said, thing is, I'm convinced that it wouldn't even work here because there would be nowhere for me to even go. Well, I know after the last stream I did do some inventory cleaned out my inventory some. I probably did sell them because for some strange reason I thought I was under the impression that I wouldn't need them because I had the wind rune. Because how the heck was I supposed to know that I'd be losing them? Now that I've got a bit more experience, I have a better idea of what to expect. Maybe things will work out a little bit better, perhaps. It would also help if I knew where I was going. You dodged. Yay, you did not. Just for random thought, how much? 12,000, 6,000. Alright. So it'll still be a little while before either of these guys level up. And hello, Durgan. Have the means of Might as well use it. So I'm a little surprised that attack magic is actually helping here. Especially one that's so relatively weak. Oh, that's okay. I hit Alt by accident. That was the finishing shot. Good. Well, there are worse keys to hit than the Alt key. So, look, it seems like I'm roughly where I was before. I'm under the impression that these Durgans don't have any MP because they've just been using regular attacks this whole time. This is definitely somewhat of a war of attrition. Yeah, that dragon's got some defense on him. Doesn't help him if I crit, though. That's good. Okay, come on. Town, please show up. There it is. I see it. Oh, right. Crap. I forgot that's what you did. Can I run? No. And, yeah, I'm dead. Because of this stupid guy. Oh dear. At least I got close. I got close.
You got really close.
Oh dear. At least I'm pretty sure that was a profit on the money front, though. So even though I had to spend over 600, I left with practically nothing in regards to money, so. But I'm going to go ahead and buy me a topaz so that I can actually save most of this. Most of what little I have. Oh dear. It's like, if I could run more reliably, I probably would. But it's like, Valsu is the agile one of the group, and if he can't run, what chance do I have? Oh dear. Hello, Ghoul. The upside is, as long as I'm killing at least somebody, I'm at least gaining something, even if it's only XP. And I was somehow able to dodge that enemy. Hey, I'm getting fortunate. Holy cow! Wow, that enemy was just going parallel to me. It wasn't actually coming at me. That's weird. Now I'm not sure exactly where I am now. I'm gonna go ahead and take the advice. And there we go. I was able to run that time. I fear I'm in the wrong place. Because I think I'm supposed to be on the other side of this mountain range. Okay. Here's to hoping I'm going where I'm... No. Oh! You ran away. Thank you for showing me mercy. I will make sure I don't do the same when I encounter you next time, if I can actually kill you.
Serpent.
Me and my big mouth. Yeah, and I'm dead again. Because these guys can just take me out, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do a reset because I accomplished nothing on that. Oh dear. If it wasn't for that enemy, things would be a heck of a lot more manageable, but... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Can I get my runes back, please? I'd accept just taking the... I'll accept just getting the water rune. Just give me one. There, okay. Go ahead and heal Valsu up some. Is this what things have come down to? Me just trying to run from everything. Now, I thought playing the what amounts to the Japanese version meant that I wouldn't have to run from everything to actually get somewhere. I'm not safe scumming. Or I'm not safe stating, rather. I kind of have a policy against doing that. What you've been seeing me doing with resets, that's about as close as you're going to see me do to that sort of thing. You finally caught me. Oh, if it's just one of these guys, I might as well just kill you. One of you is actually worth sticking around to fight because it doesn't take much. And I'd probably be taking more damage trying to run away. And hello, Durgan. Thank you. Heal all of on about 2 or 3 times. So it doesn't really matter which side of the mountain range I go on. What are you? Well, you can petrify. Hopefully petrifying is all you can do. Oh no. Well then! As if the enemies weren't bad enough, I have to run across something like that. Oh dear. Vacuum 2! TPK! Since, yeah, that was what the last boss was using on me a couple times. Really kind of makes you glad that it didn't work back then, did it, huh?
Right.
Though I really hope there's something in the next town that can actually help me. Because if I have to go from there to somewhere else, I am in so much trouble. Not being able to hit anything. Because everybody's faster than you.
Yeah, we gotta work on his speed, definitely.
There's really not much I can do. I can't exactly buy the stat increase seeds. There, down you go. Just trying to dodge the enemies, since the game at least gives me a marginal chance of doing that. I'm glad that worked, because Valsu probably would have died otherwise. Well, I know that. Because I know I'm going to need the runes for the final boss. So I know I'm going to be getting them back. It's just a matter of how long is it going to take? Because I can't deal with this for too long.
And they finally caught you. Well, at least he did. Did I accidentally mute myself again?
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
If you were muted, you're not now.
Okay.
Just let me get to the other town. I already forget what the place is called, but I want to be there. At least I presume I want to be there, because I don't have anywhere else to go. Of course, the enemy catches up to me. No. No, 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 no. Thank you for letting me run from that. Oh! Heck no!
What happened?
I feel like I'm about to die again. Yep, well, old one's definitely dead, and I'm just... Valsu is just about. Yep! Died again! Ay, 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 ay. Thing is, I could level grind to get that new sword, but the thing is, if I'm against stuff like that, level grinding's not gonna do me much good when there's stuff out there that can insta-kill me. Both from damage and just straight up insta-kill. Oh dear. And just think, in the US version, this area would be even worse. Because my stats would be a heck of a lot less. And their stats would be a heck of a lot more. Alright, so I've evaded all those guys. Now there's going to be more enemies right here. An area where I couldn't dodge them anyway. It's just the biggest issue. Can I at least not encounter those Stone Witch recolors or the serpents? Because, yeah, those have been the things that have been killing me. Well, you know, at least somebody did. Someone had to put in a lot of time and effort into surviving this game. It's just not quite as bad now, under these circumstances, but it's still pretty darn bad. Now I think I'm in the other region of enemies. Well, if I am, it's still the ghouls, so... Yeah, heal yourself. Whatever! And you know you're in a bad situation where the enemies that heal and revive each other are the better. Those are the enemies you would rather be fighting. Just because the alternatives are that bad? Okay. How much farther is it? Can I at least get the town in my sights? Probably not. 2 ghouls, no. Not if I can help it, which... Yeah, Valsu's dead, which probably means Olvan's gonna be dead too because he can't run from anything.
Yeah, definitely. Give me a sec, I gotta blow my nose.
Alright.
I'm having a hard time breathing.
Yay, 29. Ay, 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 ay. Hey, have a safe journey, yeah. Fat chance of that. Oh dear. I probably should have. But I'm stubborn and I'm hesitant when it comes to using items, in case you haven't noticed by now. So, no, it's like, once Valsu was down, I just said, you know, screw it, I'm probably gonna be dead anyway. And if Olvan somehow managed to run away, I probably might, there was a slight chance I would have used M-Water then. Even then, the chances weren't that good. Oh, dear. Well, I made it this far, which means I'm about to die now. Huh? Maybe not. Oh, boy. Okay, so the town is gonna be straight south from here. Yep, there it is. Oh, got stopped by the mountain. Can I make it there? Yes! Ha! Many young artists gather in the town of Pasanda. I am saving now! But oh my, this inn is expensive. Oh dear. Now the concern is I probably couldn't even level grind here if I wanted to, just because the enemies around here are so bad. Alright, what do we have here? I hear that there's a country on the northwest continent by the name of Melanam. And it has an incredibly advanced civilization. I wish to go there someday. So, Melanam is here, and apparently it is active. So, yeah, we've gone back in time a good ways. Back when Gorcia was beaten the first time. Aha, so there's some new armor for Valsu. How much will this help you? By 6? That's not bad, but there's no way I can afford that right now. And let's see what we got in the weapon shop. Is the Doom Sword still here? Yes, but there's actually something better. The Hope Axe. Increase your attack power by 13. Only 13? The Doom Sword does a lot more than that. Huh. And there's a fear staff for Volsu. Increase your attack power by 12. Okay. That is good information to have. Okay, that's the church. Even though there's no markings on it. I'm composing music which will bring courage to the people. I've been working hard for 17 years just to become a nobody. I wonder if I really have a talent. So, this town is well known for its artistic culture. Yeah, that seems to be your main focus. So, is there anything else around this way? Aha, we have the tavern. Famous artist Abiko is said to have enjoyed the cider here. It's really true. People in Ligena were telling me that Gorcia defeated Sorrow. If you don't believe me, go to Ligena, close to the West River, and find out for yourself. Okay. So there's one place saying Gorcia beat Sorrow. Now there's another one saying it's the other way around. Okay. Returning from Ligena, Belma has a strange story to tell. Go to the tavern and catch the story. Right. I think I had already been there. Yep, it's Tychondera. Same planet. Different time period. So, is there anything else in this place? Had I been in here? I think I... Okay. Yep, there's nothing else up here. Looking at the fountain made you feel better. Okay. Interesting. Well, that was interesting. Do you have anything else to say now? Or was it just... Okay. So there's another town to the west. Hopefully it's not too far. I'm gonna go ahead and save again, just so I preserve any flags that I might have tripped while I was here. But yeah, grinding for money in here in this area is not going to be fun. But here's to hoping that the trip to the next place isn't near as long, if nothing else. Can I just run from you? I don't want to fight you. Nope. And oh, they both survived. Amazing. Except Olvan's dead now. Oh dear. Except now that all these serpents and the witches are going to be here from the get-go as opposed to just showing up halfway through. I have a feeling I'm going to be looking up a map of this area just so I have an idea where the heck I'm going. And now we got a group of 2 ghouls. And yay, I ran. All the enemies are behind me at the moment. Or they were. Okay. Is there going to be new enemies here to torment me? No, just... Wow, Ovan ran. That's nice. And I just ran into a dead end, which will likely be quite... What the heck are you? I say again. Ow. You hurt. That's what you do. And dead, and dead. Great. Oh dear. So I'm thinking once I see the mountains, I should probably follow the mountains a bit more than the coast. That might be a bit better. Oh, now there's 2 Durgans. Good. Yeah, I think, well, yeah, I went a little too far west, but I was probably closer to my destination than I thought. And hello, Nanospark. Welcome to the land of pain and suffering. There's no way I was gonna avoid a fight there. Come on, thank you. Yes, there is much death to be had here. I was able to dodge the people behind me, but now those people in front of me. Oh dear. Come on. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, I'm just not gonna be able to run, am I? No, I'm not. And Volsu is dead. And Olvan's probably likely to follow in just a moment. Yep. Da, 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 da. I realize that Gorcia sent me here just basically to torment me, but still.
Yeah.
How the heck do the residents survive in a place like this? Yeah, you say take this path, take that path. You're presuming that I'm actually able to survive for more than like 10 seconds. So I can't really... There's not much that I can actually try here.
I agree.
Of course, I can't run from any of these guys. It's just, I can. It just takes like 5 tries. Meanwhile, they're just free to take pot shots at me the entire time. Okay, I dodged that one. But how long can I keep this up? Alright, so I'm at the coast here, and I'm gonna follow the mountains instead of the coast, because that's... Wait, I saw something! I saw something to the east! And Volsu's down. Yeah, dang it. Well, considering that the hurricane pretty much freed up my work schedule, it'll probably either... My next streaming thing will probably either be tomorrow or Monday, depending on how I'm feeling. Sunday will pretty much largely depend on whether or not I feel like visiting my dad and watching football or something.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try going north and west and see if maybe that's a shorter trip. Let's hope.
Let's hope it's a trip you'll survive.
Okay. Oh, crap, that's a dead end. Well, that's not good. How much health? I'm wondering how much health this serpent has. And your defense says a lot there. Oh dear. And now there's a thunder spell that's just, well, Olvan survived somehow, but yeah, it's just, I'm not even going to bother letting that fight play itself out. I'm just going to reset now. Oh dear. Now I'm considering looking up, looking things up just to see what the walkthroughs and such say about this place. Because there's either something I'm missing, or there's just, this is it. There's nothing else I can do here. This whole just run and hope I survive is, I hope that's not my only option, but I'm expecting it to be at this point. Of course. Yes, no. I'm not even giving them the pleasure of actually killing me. That's what things have come to now. It's like one thing goes wrong, boom. There's just no reason to even continue. Because pretty much everything has to go exactly right just so I can survive. Games are not supposed to be like that. At least not at least not for the baseline. As a challenge run, sure, but not just for what you expect everyone playing the game to actually experience. Okay, so I made it this far. Is the electric eye gonna nope, it's the sandwich. There, okay. What was your max HP? I'm gonna heal you at least once. Probably heal you twice, but... So, I think you would... Yeah, it's over this way. Now it's just a matter of, can I actually get there? Is there anything I can do to protect myself from this stuff? No, not really. I didn't mean to do that.
Forgive me about that last story. I was actually chuckling at what this enemy looks like.
Yeah. At least heal Volsuit, because I know he can take one more of those lightning attacks. Hello, Nanospark.
Hello.
What's up, dude?
Not much. Just got home from work myself.
Yeah, well, welcome to hell. may not look like it, but that's pretty much what this place is.
Yeah.
Whoa, you actually dodged that. Okay, I'm actually going to go ahead and full heal you. Since you have a better chance of actually running away from this guy anyway. And then you're dead anyway. Dang it.
Yeah. Hell, would also be when you're scheduled 8 hours and end up putting in 9 1/4.
Well, that extra hour and a quarter, I'm pretty sure you weren't doing those for free.
No. For sure not.
That's usually my response when my coworkers gripe about long work day is like, you're still getting paid.
True.
Okay, just keep going. The end is in sight. It's just a matter of me actually getting there.
Yeah, especially when your replacement calls in just as they're supposed to be there.
Oh, of course they would. Why would? What other time would they be doing that?
Pretty much. Although this guy's usually better than that, though. Oh well, it is what it is.
And you weren't around to see it, but these new sandwich enemies, they have mass insta-kill. Yeah.
Upgraded.
Okay, so the end is in sight. Can I at least survive this one fight? Because that's probably all I need to do. You know what? I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna beef up Volsu's agility and see if that helps. Well, it's not helping as of yet, but... And of course you get petrified.
Why, wouldn't TP? Oh.
Thing is, just getting to the town I was at took forever. Yay, I was finally able to run.
Woohoo! Victory in some fashion.
Yay, I made it.
You ran away with a rock.
This is the kingdom of Ligena. Fine. Yeah, good. What kind of stuff do you have to sell here? Oh, there's a new shield. How strong is this shield? Increases by 10. That's pretty good.
Yeah, definitely get that.
Oh, well, I have no money. And I can't... And money grinding in this place is going to be hell.
I agree.
No gems?
I had already bought a couple of pieces of armor while around here, so I pretty much
Definitely
spent all that I had. Alright, what do you have here in the weapon shop? Okay, so you do have... pretty much have the same weapons that I saw before. Very strong, very expensive, so... Oh wait, I think I said... there was a Tetragen in here, wasn't there? My duty is to protect the people. If you can protect the people against the stuff that's around here, I praise you, good sir. I was created in Melanam for defense purposes. Yeah, they're all saying that Sorrow was defeated, so that's interesting.
By the way, Omega, what do you mean by I must pie?
Well,
Let's see what we got here in the tavern.
something random to say.
Ropesu must be starting a new business. He always finds valuable goods in Melanam and brings them over here to sell. I hear Ropesu's purchased something incredible for 7 million gold. I wonder what that might be. I feel better fanfare that I can't skip. Ah, here's the inn. Time to save now. It's not gonna heal up yet. Hello. You will find out more about it when you see the Elder. Please go to the palace at once. Find out about what? Is there something in here? No. Figured if there's gonna be a hidden M water, it would be in one of the fountains, but turns out not. Not a bad idea, at least. But I see that there's... I had already been in here, right? Yeah.
Tangled cord much?
I see there's another thing in there. Can I get there from here? No. Apparently not. Behind a man at a desk, huh? Did I ever talk to you? Nobody, no matter who, will be able to stop the coming trouble. Yeah. We'll see about that, but there's definitely... That's not going to be an easy thing, is it?
Yeah. Melee, I'm calling it for today.
Alright.
I had fun watching the stream, but it's time.
Yep.
I'll catch you a little later.
Alright, later. Please talk to the Elder first. Okay, I'll talk to the Elder first.
Oh, bye, Amiga.
You are the person who came from the future. How do you know that? As you might already know, you've traveled 5,000 years into the past. Gorsia wields mighty powers of magic. He has plans to conquer the world. Once, Sorrow defeated Gorsia and sealed his power in the 7 runes. However, Gorsia has some magic left. He fled into the future, where Sorrow could not reach him. Gorsia knew he could not get the runes himself, so he sent you after them. And he was very successful. When you brought the runes to him, he succeeded in freeing his power. Didn't you notice each rune had a mysterious power? Kinda, yeah, sorta, yeah. The power you felt was Gorsia's. Okay. And you don't have anything else to say? Alright, fine. So, where are those runes in this time period? Someone in this town has an aircraft called Airship. Original name. Use the airship to reach Melanam across the ocean.
Original concept, too.
Well, let's just hope that one doesn't crash after one use.
Ah, jeez.
Oh, the last one did. Oh, that's the House of Healing? Then what was this other one?
Alright, that's all I'm looking for.
Aha! More rooms to look through. That don't have anybody in them, it seems. Oh, there's 2 rooms on this side. When the power of Gorsia was resurrected, Sorrow knew he would not win this time. Nevertheless, he went to Gorfin to face Gorsia and was defeated. Gorsia stole Sorrow's power and confined him in the barrier. We want to save him, but we can't even get close to the barrier. Okay. over here. Alright, so now that I've talked to the Elder, the guy that was blocking my way is gone. So I'm thinking this other area... You know what? Ropesu spends too much money. Well, since he spent 7 million on something, it had better be worth that much money. Oh, nothing here. Nothing here. I don't know, what were their names? I don't know Japanese, so I wouldn't know what their names would translate to anyway. Yeah, that seems to make some sort of sense. Oh geez, there's a lot of... Wasn't there one more building outside? Because if this place has at least 3 floors, maybe I should check out other places first. Aha. He is very protective of the airship and won't even show it to you. I'm sure you'll find the entrance to the hidden path by his house. Yes. I celebrated that during my pre-stream by playing as Cyrano the whole time.
I didn't even know anything about that, actually, myself.
Well, for those that know about such things, it's kind of hard to miss, what with it being 9-9 and all.
Well, I get that part.
Hello, Drokus. And all these empty rooms. What the heck? So many empty rooms. What the heck is this place for? Do you wish to ride on the airship? I will let you take a ride if you pay me 7,000.
Bendy trip.
Lovely. So I'm being forced to money grind now, huh? Oh, is that the guy that I can rob an item from him? If you say it's behind him, I'm not seeing it. Oh boy. So this... I tried searching in those...
Right above the desk?
I searched behind him, I searched the space above that. It wasn't there, so whatever.
No, I mean where he was standing. Because he moved up just before you left the room.
Yeah, whatever. You know what, I'll go ahead and heal now. But yeah, there's no hints towards any other towns around here, which means I'm pretty much stuck here now. And that's going to suck, because I can't exactly level grind against things that I can't kill. But I think I'm just going to end things off here for now. I'm going to look stuff up and see if there's actually... See what other stupid things I obviously missed because I can't see anything worth a darn. So... I get it, J-Trot. Do you have any other intrinsic details on this game you wish to explain to me in detail? I I guess join me next time when can you tell I'm a little frustrated right now?
Yes.
Yeah. After dying about 50 times. That tends to happen. So
I get that.
So I guess join me next time. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. It'll at least be one of those 2 days. When I figure out where the heck I'm supposed to go from here. If the airship is my only option, maybe there's a better option for money grinding. Maybe I don't know. So I guess until next time, this is MeleeWizard, and have a nice night.
Have a good night.